Watch your potty mouth.
10 minutes, right? Just have to be good for 10 minutes. I know.
Not the best lighting, but we have one viewer.
Is that me?
Maybe.
Jack Rich Films is on. He said,
Oh,
"What's
that's-
up, bro?" Or "Sup, bro?"
That's Jonathan.
I wondered. Hi, Jonathan.
He's already looking forward to Dangerfest. I've actually had a lot of people message me about Dangerfest recently, and everybody's watching now. Dangerfest is annual, September 20th through the 22nd at the #1 stop bait shop in Pearson, Indiana. Hit me up on Facebook, Brandon Danger Dillon, or hit me up through email, FullTangClan@gmail, and I'll be able to give you some more info. How's the, I don't know how well you guys can see what I'm doing under this tree, but this is where I got the best Wi-Fi in front of my house.
I can see it pretty good, but yeah.
That's not bad.
No. It was awesome seeing you too, Jonathan. Can't wait till Dangerfest.
Got a couple different distances set up tonight. It's only equivalent to like 3 and 4 meters, but it gives you a little bit more depth for when I start the instinctive stuff. Like that. And that's exactly why I put this board up here. I don't want to go searching for my knives all over the yard, you know. And be sure to stick around to the last 10-15 minutes of this video. It's going to be an hour long, and that's when I'm going to be doing the giveaway for the $100 gift card for anything from delta2alpha.com. So thanks again to Ace of D2A for allowing us to do this. I'm a little behind on this month, so I usually do this the first of the month every month, so be on the lookout for that the rest of the year. Oh, good, man. Yep. Hanging targets are pretty cool, but pulling your knives out isn't exactly easy. I prefer them to be secured.
You might take your phone up and show them how it's hanging, because I can't really see it from the video that one's hanging. It looks like from there it's on the wall.
Yeah, it doesn't, I mean.
Just to show.
It's just paracord.
Yeah.
I haven't made like a semi-permanent thing. I don't want this hanging there all the time because this branch is already low and I don't want it to make the branch sag anymore. So I'll eventually hook up some like eye hooks or something.
You got called a geek.
Yep, pretty much. That hurts.
I know.
Who calls someone a geek anyway? Like, that's pretty funny.
Annie Vang says she thinks it's cool. So.
Anyone that calls someone a geek in the comments definitely saw their mom their dad beat their mom when they were kids.
Well, now he switched it.
Huh?
I said now he switched it.
We got lucky on that one.
And Jonathan loves the throw Joe.
Well, who doesn't?
Mm-hmm. And he said, "You're so cool."
Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. Try no spin with these big bad boys. Oh yeah. Longer the knife, the easier it is to cancel it out. So you end up underspinning quite a bit, which is, it's not a bad thing really. Underspin is better than overspin.
You have a request to throw all at one time.
Man, someone always asks to do that every live. 5 knives.
Oh, shit.
Let me
Shoot.
let me make an adjustment here. Not something I do often. Oh, that's terrible. Usually I get it within 2 or 3 throws. All right.
There you go. I got 3 of them.
3. The grip for that is not, it's not like great. It's a weird grip. Just gotta kind of palm them all, kind of shuriken style. And just push throw it. Oh, there's 4. It's not really something I like to do very often. It's kind of a parlor trick or something.
There it goes.
There's 5.
Then you have a request to toss it over your shoulder backwards.
Huh?
You have a request to toss it over your shoulder backwards.
Okay. Hope I don't lose a knife here, but I'm gonna go up here and try to throw it at this one over here.
Got it? Which one were you throwing at? I was like...
I was throwing it at that one. I stuck
I
this
thought
one.
I was like, you...
That's the thing when you're throwing over your shoulder or around your body some, it tends to want to curve out of your hand. I mean, it kind of... I mean, it worked, but I wasn't really throwing at that one. All right, so now, since I know I'm going to curve it, I just kind of turn my body some.
Yeah. You're still going way over. If he was in the throw, Joe, he would probably bat a knife into the round where he had more room. But due to the fact that we're outside today, he'll probably postpone that one to another live. Somebody wants to know if you accidentally stuck one in the tree branch before.
No, not yet. I can do it right now. I've only had this up here. This is only like my 3rd time throwing at this target out here. I'm just kind of, but let's see. Let's see if I can do it right now. 1.5 spins into that tree branch.
There you go.
Okay, 2 throws. Don't want to do that too often. Don't want to kill my tree. I like trees. Not a hippie, but I like trees.
He said, ha ha ha. I can accidentally hit the tree branch. Accidentally, because he did say accidentally hit the tree branch.
Oh, yeah, well accidentally on purpose. That kind of counts too, right?
Yeah. And I just started ignoring the one guy.
That's fine. Let's do some overhand half spin with these long blades. Damn.
It's moving on.
Instinctive with these, it takes me a minute to get used to again. These are like 14 inches and I'm used to throwing 8.5-inch knives now, so it's a big difference.
How long did it take for you to learn how to throw like you do?
I'm still learning. But I'm kind of proficient in and I'm just now to the point where I'm pretty comfortable throwing all 3 well. Like, so, I mean, a decade to be proficient in all of the ways of throwing. Yeah, about a decade.
What is your favorite knife to throw with?
Well, good question, because I'm throwing them right now. Actually, I brought out 2 sets of knives. Griffins, 14 inches long for rotation. but they're excellent for learning all of the techniques. As you can just see, I've been throwing them rotation, no spin, and half spin. But my absolute favorite instinctive knife right now are these little guys. A much shorter knife is more of a challenge, if you ask me, and I've just been having a lot of fun with these. This is the 6.5 millimeter, 8.5 inches of danger, fuller on the spine, and these are out of stock right now, but they will be available in about a month. So if you guys stick around to the end of the video and you win $100, get yourself one of these bad boys, or whatever's on the website. It doesn't have to be throwing knives. There's a lot of different stuff on that website.
Okay, so the gentleman that wanted to know how much time, he also asked, is it like throwing a rock or do you have to flick your wrist? I used to throw butter knives at my tree, but I got pretty, I don't know.
That's a good question. And yes and no. Yes, I like to be able to throw knives kind of how I throw a baseball or a rock or whatever, but there is finesse and nuance. Do you flick your wrist? Kind of. In the beginning, you don't want to flick your wrist because it's natural to want to go do this. Well, the knife's already spinning out of your hand, depending on what technique you're using. There's rotation, half spin, and no spin. So it's yes, there is flick, but not always. That's something that I would have to kind of teach you in person. It'd be much easier. But yeah, rotation involves a flick. No spin cancels all the spin out. And half spin, you're using a little bit. Up close, I flick my wrist because the knife only has this amount of distance to turn over. The further you go back, you want no wrist flick to help cancel it out and make a quarter spin. You know, no spin is actually a quarter spin. So hopefully that helps a little bit. And I got all kinds of tutorials on YouTube, and I try to teach every week. So subscribe to the channel and you'll learn some stuff, I promise. Nothing is a secret with me. I'll teach you everything I know for free.
Where do you find good targets?
Oh, good targets? That's a good question. Depending on where you live. You know, I didn't know anybody to get targets from in the beginning, so my girlfriend and I would just be driving down the road, and I would see log rounds, you know, tree service left them on the side of the road or something. I would just get out, take one of my knives and poke it, and if it felt kind of soft, I would pick it up and take it home. But tree services are great if you know a place that does mulch, or, you know, gravel mulch type places. They take up all kinds of stumps and grind them all up. One day I stopped at this place. It's not far from my job, and I was talking to them. They were like, yeah, just go take one, you know, no big deal. So it depends on where you live, really. Cottonwood is the best. Cottonwood, pine, and poplar. Those are the three best. Pine's not always the greatest because it has sap in it. When you get sap on your knives, that sucks. Cottonwood is king. I'm lucky. I live in Indiana, so there's plenty of cottonwood around here. People hate cottonwood, so it's usually a junk tree that people are trying to get rid of anyway. So I have a lot of it to get, you know, and I know a guy that has his own tree service that cuts down cottonwood. So thank you, Matt Ridenauer, by the way.
The gentleman you helped said he just subscribed.
Nice. Thank you, dude. We're almost to 70,000 right now. I'm blown away. It was just 2 months ago I had 5,000 subscribers. And it's nice that finally getting some love from YouTube after all these years. I've been posting to YouTube for over a decade. It's those YouTube shorts that really did it.
Yeah. Read the fourth to last comment by Sir Real Nail. See if you know who that.
Switch over to the
See if you know that
here.
Gentleman he's talking about.
I appreciate that, Aaron. guy, carnival, cod thrower. Does anyone know if he's still alive? The guy. Sir Real Mill. Can you be a little bit more elaborate? You don't have to elaborate all the way. I kind of think I know who you're talking about. Asplund? Oh, you must be from Indiana. Have you ever thrown stars? Yes. That's more of a kid thing. Like once you figure out how to throw knives, ninja stars are not, it's not a challenge. You just throw them. There's no technique. You just throw them. And they usually stick. So yeah. I like all the ninjutsu stuff. So I like ninjas, bow shuriken, katanas, all that stuff. So yeah, of course. I have quite a few of them. I only have a few that are like legit good ones though. Most of the ninja stars you see are like some from a carnival or something, So, all right, let's get into these guys here, and we'll throw in some no spin. Instinctive throwing, it's so much fun because you don't have to adjust. You don't have to know your distance. You just kind of look at the target and throw, and most of the time it works. Depending on how much time you put in,
JC said, "Hey bud, have you ever thrown the stars?"
I just answered that, babe.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I haven't done a whole lot of no spin lately. I need to keep up on it. No spin is my weakest of the three techniques. Not terrible at it anymore, but it's just something I need to work on more. This felt pretty good. So the one that I just dropped there, I kind of knew that I might drop it because there's something that I like to do that I don't see a whole lot of other people do. Some really, really great, fantastic throwers that you'll see out there making videos. They will take the knife and they'll index it. They will take this knife and they will put it in their throwing hand exactly where they want it. And that's the best. You're gonna get the best result if you do that. If you have the same consistent grip every time, of course that's gonna work. But what I like to do is I never look at my knife. I put it in my hand, and as I'm transferring from this hand to this hand, I just grow and go for it and kind of try to adjust on the way, whether or not I have the right grip, or if I've, you can adjust on the fly just by feeling it in your hand, whether or not you need to flick it or cancel more or push, whatever. So that's just, a stupid detail that I try not to, I don't know, I like the whole grip it and rip it aspect. I carry knives on me, for the stupid made up situation of self-defense or whatever, but grip it and rip it, yeah. That's why I got really good at fast draw back in the day too, because they wouldn't let you hover your hand to touch the knife. So that's like the best way of grabbing it the way you want. So we used to have our hands out here or here or here, depending on what throw you go to. So it's difficult. You're trying to be as fast as possible to get your knife and a lot of times you grab it wrong. So if you grab it wrong, you can kind of learn over time, oh shit, I grabbed this too high. I need to flick it, or I grabbed it too low and it's gonna spin too fast. I need to cancel out more. I need to lean in all the way. So there's just, you know, little small details that I like to do.
Hey, babe. Mike says, it seems there's a lot more control and accuracy with the smaller ones. I want to start throwing knives. Should I start with a smaller, lighter knife?
Man. So, I disagree about the more control. I really disagree with that. There's kind of a trend of, you know, I've been around for a while, so I've seen like the trends go from, you know, people used to throw 15-inch knives, Bobby Branton knives, like Ralph Thorne. Used to throw giant knives, no spin. And I think it's easier to control a bigger, heavier knife, for sure. Just to get the mechanics down. And I see a lot of people start to buy the smaller knives like I'm throwing here. I consider these knives like expert. Like they're difficult to throw. Can you figure them out? Yes. But if you're having trouble like learning no spin or whatever, a longer, heavier knife is going to help. They stay stable in the air longer. So, but to each his own. To each his own. You know, everybody learns differently. There's no one way that I teach people how to throw. Like, you know, what you may catch on quickly, someone else that came with you or, you know, a friend of yours may not. So everybody's different. But no, smaller, lighter knives, no. I like smaller, lighter knives now because they're quicker. I can throw them with more velocity. But no, smaller knife, definitely from longer distances, is not easier. So I would stick to something that's like, if you're going to get into no spin, instinctive stuff, I would stick to something that's like 250 grams at about 10 inches, give or take. There's no like, I can't tell you like a certain knife, like, but no, the knife I'm throwing now is not a beginner knife. I mean, yes, you can buy them. Yes, you can learn with them, but I feel it's easier to learn with the larger knife. I learned everything that you're seeing me do with those long 14-inch knives that I started with. I'll show you the difference. Plus, you gotta think about, I'm only 13, 15 feet away from this target here. So I'm relatively close right now. If we were in my pole barn, if I could get Wi-Fi out there, I'd be throwing back to 7 meters, no problem. And these are definitely not easy to throw that far, but here's the difference. This is the knife that I learned on. I compete with these. I love this knife. It's simple, real thin. I like lighter knives. And then look at this. Major difference. I can almost palm this whole thing, you know. But you can learn, I learned everything that I know, basically all the fundamentals with this knife here. Man, those sticks sound good in this. Mm-hmm. This is a nice, sharp, loud thunk. All right, let me get a little drinky too, and we'll get back to throwing instinctively.
That gentleman's, read his last comment. That's the gentleman that you just answered his question. The last two.
You mean you've been looking at the dashies? He says it denies.
Right, that's right.
Okay, I see. Awesome. I'm glad. Oh yeah, calm. Yes.
You got the calm one? Okay.
Throwing knives can be very calming. You can just block out everything you want and have a nice, relaxing day. Unless you like to push the envelope like I do, or try crazy trick shots that have never been done before, and then you lose your mind. So, yeah.
Can be both.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think most people think that it's just a super cheap hobby to get into, easy to do, piece of wood, some cheap knives, and you're good to go. Yeah, I lost my train of thought there, but average gamer, yes, ask a question. I'll do a little sidearm this time.
He missed you say which throwing knives, so you'll have to show him. He wants to know what throwing knives you use, so he missed you.
Oh, this one here is the 6.5 millimeter or 1/4 inch thick, 8.5 inches of danger. It's one of my danger dashing designs. I have many different iterations of this. This one's just the shortest, smallest one. Of course, you know, I have the EDC one that I carry. See, it's identical until you, pow! Look how thick it is. This thing is devastating. Of course, it's got the folder on the spine for more finger control. Just a little added feature. But, and these will not be available for another month. They're a hot item. They sold out pretty quick. So, delta-alpha.com. And if you guys go to delta-alpha.com, use code FullTangClan and you'll get 10% off.
Mike said it was supposed to say knives, not denies.
I figured.
Right.
Oh, knives. Yeah, okay. Stupid autocorrect, right? I'm trying to say the F word, not duck.
Average gamer that you answered his question said, dang, that's cool. It was a nice thunk.
Yeah. There are so many throwing knives on the market right now. You can get stuff from Amazon that's really good for the price, like really good. Or then you get into I call those gateway knives. Anything you buy from a production model, I call those gateway knives. Because if you stick around and you stay with the hobby, it could probably turn into an obsession or lifestyle like it's become for me. Like we always say, it's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle.
We have lots of knives.
There's all these custom knives out there. There's, you know, I counted them a couple years ago. There's about 120 different people or companies making throwing knives now. So there's a plethora. You got Prince Steel knives, you got Truebow, you got, you know, Zatoon knives, you got Delta to Alpha, we got all the personal people like on Octavio Garcia, the Blade Slinger on Instagram. Larry Meyer just started making knives. I can't remember the name of his. And I mean, there's just so many throwing knife makers now.
Yeah.
Bullseye Blades is back in business.
I was just going to bring that up. Cody buying
it. You know, Slang with Mr. Cooper bought that shit and brought it back. That's the original company that I was sponsored by. So I have a personal, you know, closeness with that one. But
so Thief says, can you do half spin or full spin as well? All I see is no spin.
Yeah. Here, I'll try to do it with these knives. Throwing rotation with these is difficult for me, but I'll try to do all three, okay? No spin, half spin, and rotation. This is gonna be iffy. Oh, first try. But yeah, you can throw any knife any way. There are just certain knives that are easier than others. Like, yeah.
He said sick.
Thank you. By the way, anybody that's watching right now, stick around for another 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to do a $100 gift card giveaway for deltadalpha.com, where you can buy these knives, and there's actually 150 different designs on the website of throwing stuff only. So at the end of the video, I'm going to do a trick shot, and we'll take down all the names and how many attempts you think it's going to take me. And then one that gets closest to that, I'm gonna have you send me your email and I'll send you the code. So that's the way I did it the last time, and it seemed to work out pretty good that way. Everybody's pretty stoked on it.
Yeah.
And I got my moderator over here, so.
You have a gentleman, I'm assuming gentleman, could be wrong. Black Hole says hi and they're new here.
Well, welcome. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the live. If you learn anything, you know, if you like what you see, maybe give a thought to subscribing. It's on a discount right now. It's $0. All right, we'll do some overhand half spin. Oh.
Aaron wants to know if you can throw 2 knives at one time.
Yep. Yes, I can. A little while ago, someone asked me to throw 5 knives at once, which is a little bit difficult. 2 knives at once is not that big of a deal. And it's really nice because these knives have a finger groove right there. So all you got to do is get the proper purchase so your finger touches both of them at once. And I'll see if I can do these no spin.
Nice.
So again,
also somebody would like to know the name of that knife again. I know they said
same grip. Just get your finger on both of those. Thinner knives help out a lot. Thinner knives than this, you can actually get 3. 3 knives is much more difficult because one of them you don't have the right finger placement on them and it wants to stray, especially the middle one. Oh, let me try that again. There's bullseye. As a matter of fact, one of my trick shot compilations I did like 3 or 4 years ago, I threw 2 knives, and in that video I stuck 2 separate cards from really far away. I stuck 2 cans at once, and I also stuck two 2-inch rings at one time. So that was the rings took me many hours to do.
Babe, when you threw all your knives at the beginning, was it half spin or no spin?
It was no spin, just a simple push throw. When I did the 5 knives, yeah.
Black Hole wondered if you could do it half spin. Probably just
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, you want me to try it? I'll try it. But yes, again, this is the 6.5 millimeter, 8.5 inches of danger. This is the Danger Dashie. I have many different iterations of this, different lengths, different thicknesses, such as this one here. This one's much thicker. This is my EDC. But yeah, you can get these on deltadalpha.com. Okay, let's try. All right, we'll do 5 knives at once, half spin. And since I have these in my hand,
You can do those?
I'll try it with these.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Gotta remember, I got 7 of these bad boys. Okay, we'll try 5 knives, half spin. So what I got to do now is use a little bit of wrist action. Like when I'm throwing 5 at once, no spin, I just basically push forward and let the knives kind of tip over. So in this instance, I'm gonna do the same thing. I just got to push forward more to get the knives to rotate over. So this might take me a few tries, but here's my grip. It's kind of a dumb grip because you're just pushing them. And the hardest thing is getting finger placement across all 5. That's about as good as I can get, so. First one's kind of just a feel. That actually that was pretty good actually, even though I didn't stick hardly any of them. You just kind of got to see how they're flying.
Arthur asked, according to his experience, half spin tend to generate more power than no spin. Would you agree?
No, I wouldn't agree. I agree. I used to think that rotational throwing was the hardest way to throw a knife because of the rotational mass. And now I just know that it's what you're most comfortable with, what you can just pitch. And I would love to see the science behind all of that with like pounds per square inch and miles per hour and all that stuff, because I can throw half spin, no spin, and rotation as hard as I can. So that would be really, really cool to see, to finally like figure it out, but someone like Loic doesn't really throw rotation very often, but he's a sick no spin thrower, and he throws hard, dude. He throws harder than I do. So it depends on what you're comfortable with, really. All right, we're gonna try the half spin again. Oh,
better.
There was 4.
All right, seriously depressed producer asked, how did the hobby even start? Did you accidentally throw something and it hit in a satisfying way, or something like that?
Man, that's a good question. I've answered this several times on different interviews and podcasts and stuff, but long story short, I grew up in the 80s. I was a huge G.I. Joe fan. I've always loved ninjas, American Ninja, all the Kung Fu movies, all that stuff, so I was always into weapons. I've been doing nunchucks since I was like 7 years old. And I just always liked weapons, and I just never really had a good throwing knife. And then one year in 2008, I got laid off from my job, and I was getting a bunch of mailbox money, or AKA unemployment. Stopped at the local knife shop in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and they had some throwing knives. Bought throwing knives, went to a bookshop, bought a book on throwing, the Harry McAvoy Practical Guide to Throwing. Harry McAvoy is like the godfather, the great godfather of knife throwing. He started his company in the 1950s. And I taught myself how to throw from the book. And then I took a little hiatus, came back to throwing, found out a friend from high school started throwing, or he knew how to throw. We linked up, started throwing 2 or 3 times a week, every week. And then neither one of us had the internet, or Facebook or social media. Then we found out, we started searching knife throwing on YouTube, and then we found out that there's competitions and people throw all over the world, and then it just blew up, dude. And I've been hooked ever since. And now I host the biggest throw in the United States every year. So it started in my backyard. So yes. Yeah.
So it's 6:43. So why don't you do this
trick shot time?
Trick shot.
Okay.
So then
go.
I can do the comment. Okay. So he's gonna do his trick shot.
Okay. Here it is. First of all, I need to know, should I do rotation, half spin, or no spin for the trick shot? I need to know that first. So let's see some comments right now. What do you want me to throw? What would you like to see? No spin, half spin. No spin, okay. Rotation, roto, damn, that's pretty even.
Still even.
Pretty even. Full rot, because my dog's a Rottweiler. Full rotation. Do I wear zip hoodies? Yeah, sometimes. Surprise us. What's up, football? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna choose it. I'm gonna do no spin with the smaller knives. And I'm gonna throw 4 meters, which is a 1.5 rotation distance for people that are paying attention. But I'm gonna throw 4 meters, no spin with this small knife right here. So the question is,
you have to tell him.
Linear momentum of chance. I do not have a zip hoodie with me right now. No, it's hot out. How many throws do you guys think it's gonna take me to pin this can? Anywhere from 1 to whatever number you want to come up with, and then in the comments, my girlfriend's gonna write everybody's numbers down, and then we will go back and
please Just choose one number for me by your name.
One number. Only one number. And that's going to be your entry. Please.
Right.
2. Wow, you got a lot of confidence in me. Man.
Steve, you have to
11.
pick one or two.
Yeah, he's been paying attention. 9. Shivington. 1 for sure. Thanks, Brian. Dude. I'm at 4 meters, dude. You know, if it was a 3 meters, like 1 is possible. I've done it on live a couple times, but. Well, I'm gonna stick the can. I promise. But 13, that's a good. Yeah, the last time I did this, people were saying like 67. I was like, damn, dude. No faith. Hi, Lily. How's it going? 5. Okay. All right, we're guessing how many tries it's going to take me to pin this can to the target. The winner's going to get a $100 gift card for anything on delta2alpha.com. So that's basically any throwing knife that they have on the website.
If you haven't put your number in, I need you to put your number in before he starts throwing. You got to pick 3 to 5. You got to pick one of them.
One number.
One number.
Not 3 to 5. One number. Indiana, that's right. 2. Okay. It's possible, but the further I go back, the more, more difficult it is. 10 feet's pretty easy. 13 feet's a little bit more difficult, but I can do it pretty quick. So, gonna add a couple pebbles here and make the can a little easier to toss outside. It's got a little bit of a breeze going on. Weight in the can helps immensely, especially when you're outside. But everybody got their.
Everybody in?
Everybody got their guesses, because I'm about to get to it. I'm going to do it on the further target, so a little easier for you guys to see. Last chance for guesses right now.
Okay.
A full can? Nah. Full cans are much more difficult to stick. I can hit them, but after you throw the can a couple times, it's completely fizzed up. It's pressurized. So pinning it is extremely hard. I've seen some people do it. Some of my friends have done it. I just need to revisit that and try again. But okay.
All right, here we go. No more.
Here we go. That's it.
That's it.
Cut off. All right, no pressure.
Right, you just put a lot on yourself
no
there.
No pressure. All right, let me stretch it out a little bit. All right, here we go. I'm really gonna try on the first one. Let me toss the can one time. All right, little low. We'll be good. We'll be good. All right, here we go. Oh! Dang it, man. It would have been a lot cooler if I did it on the first try, right? But I saw a couple of you guys said first try, so.
It was close. Oh.
Oh! That was close, dude. So that one would have been it, except I got lazy on my technique and the knife turned out of the way. If I had a better throw, the point would have been in there. Damn. See, this is why.
You don't like hanging targets? Right. That was his 5th try.
That was 5. I apologize, everybody. I'm trying my best. Pressure's on.
Dang it.
Man. My can tosses are excellent right now. I just not doing great with the throw, I guess. Damn. Well, I'm really jacking up the can. I can't be too mad. It's not like I'm missing the target or anything, you know. Damn. Well, just like I missed the target. Well,
you need a different can?
I'm trying. Horseshoes and hand grenades, baby. Damn.
Yeah, come on, here you go.
That was dumb.
Brian said maybe you should shotgun a beer.
Yeah. Hold on a second here. Switch cans a little bit, real quick. How many throws am I at, babe?
You're at 15.
Damn. Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed. Dude! I picked no spin because I thought it'd be a little easier, honestly. Some days they come real quick. Other days they do not. You look like an idiot.
Yes, Nick, once he hits this, you are correct. Send him your email information.
Oh, was he the
Yeah.
the highest number?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of faith in me this time. I'm letting them down. Dude. Beating up the can again. Email is FullTangClan@gmail, by the way.
Ryan's correct. D, just close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and then resume. You're getting frustrated, so it's...
Yeah.
Nick, his email is FullTangClan@gmail.com.
Same way it's spelled on the channel name.
Yep. So just email him with your information, and he'll email you back.
Apologize, everybody, for shitty performance.
Fuck. Budge.
So many of those look good and feel good. I'm like, oh yeah, here it is. I'm gonna blame it on the sun's in my eyes. Underneath this shade tree.
There you go.
Oh my God, dude. Again, I swear I'm a professional.
You still stuck it. You still stuck it.
Yeah, what's up? Thanks, guys.
You still stuck it in 10 minutes, either way. Like,
what?
You still stuck it in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, that's not bad. It's, you know, I just like to perform well for my viewers. Take the time to watch these. I appreciate it. I really do. It's been really, really cool the past couple months getting all this love from YouTube finally. Yeah, Alicia, my beautiful girlfriend, has all of your information wrote down. Email me and
his name is Nick.
Send you that code. And thanks again, everybody, for watching. We do a giveaway the first Thursday of every month. So come on back if you guys want another chance to win. Here's my short girlfriend.
I am short.
Thanks for watching. Peace, everybody.